Coronavirus now casting doubt on the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Earlier this week, Dick Pound, who is a member of the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, told the Associated Press that the IOC will have to keep monitoring the virus and make a decision by May, which is not so far from now. He said athletes should continue to train as normal, but if things haven't gotten better by May, full cancellation is more likely than postponement because, quote, you just don't postpone something on the size and scale of the Olympics. You can't just say, we'll do it in October, which of course makes sense, but
totally fair.
It raised a lot of concerns with companies, some of which I spoke to this morning, the type of companies that offer packages for the Olympics. So even if it's not tickets to the events, they book your flights for you, they book hotel rooms, and they're hearing from customers, many of whom had already bought their packages for the Olympics, saying, well, if it's canceled, am I going to get all my money back? So it's causing some concern.
So I really liked this part in your piece because they mention how a lot of people did not purchase travel insurance, right? But I will say this, I'm actually a part of a couple of different travel groups that have been asking this very same question. You know, if I have to cancel because of an epidemic, it was declared an epidemic.
Not a pandemic.
Not a pandemic, but it was declared an epidemic inside of China. Can I get my money back? Is that a clause that can trigger the insurance? A lot of insurance companies, travel insurance companies are saying, no, it's actually not. However, if you lose your flight because of a mandated quarantine, that is something that can trigger it, you getting your money back. But it's very interesting. A lot of travelers out there now, of course, scanning those pages of insurance that they probably never looked at.
Exactly right.
Now,
read the fine print now.
Exactly.
I agree. I think this is when I fly all the time. I never buy insurance. I just trust it all and eat a ticket. I cannot imagine the scope of something like the Olympics, and most people are just going to eat it, I think. And this is where all those lawyers in the fine print come in and they win the day because you didn't read.
If you're lucky, your airline just kind of cancels your flight, and then you get your money back, and then the hotel just says, oh, well, we're not going to. We're just going to cancel it and give everyone their money back.
It would be a shame, obviously, and I want to make sure I mention no full Olympic Games has been canceled since 1944. That was amid World War II. It's also worth mentioning that there were similar concerns as to what we're seeing right now with Rio, and then Rio went off despite those concerns about Zika. So we'll keep watching.
Hitch, by the way.
I stopped myself from saying without a hitch because there were some hitches with Rio, but it happened.
They weren't, but I feel like they weren't necessarily Zika related.
Right,
and you did not hear after the Olympics of just en masse people contracting the Zika virus. So, I mean, and it is the summer.
Yep.
Expected to
It's
break.
a while away.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.